It's Friday, March 24, and this is your Barbados Day afternoon update. I'm Kamar Jordan. So glad you could join us. Topping the news at this hour, the National Union of Public Workers slams government over its treatment of workers. As the union opened its 73rd annual conference last evening, General Secretary Rosalind Smith delivered a hard-hitting address in which she said it was ridiculous for the government to be demanding more of workers when it was not providing the necessary resources to boost their productivity. Ms. Smith singled out Cabinet Ministers Donville Innes and Dr. Dennis Lowe, saying they had also spoken out of turn on the issue.
Minister Innes was the party to sending home thousands of workers, and where workers, despite the reduced number, still got the work done. Our enterprising media must seek out Minister Lowe, who has been lost in action for months until he resurfaced recently at Parliament and with a straight face vilified his workers, whose former colleagues he joined in treating so heartlessly for so-called productivity lapses. Minister Lowe, whose own productivity has been questioned by the media and has been reported that they are unable to locate him for months, to update them on the temporary privatization at the Sanitation Service Authority, among other things. Until we fix these and several other shortcomings, the hollow call for improved productivity from the usual quarters is just that, a hypocritical and hollow call.
At the same time, NUPW President Akani McDowell declared the union will not be bullied into changing its position on the merge of customs into the umbrella Barbados Revenue Authority, commonly known as BRA. He warned that even though the NUPW is more than ready to talk with government on the matter, it will not give in to conditions that do not favor its representatives. That's the customs officers.
Perhaps the most publicized work of the union over the last year to protect workers and ensure that their terms of service are properly negotiated and agreed to is the case involving the customs officers of Barbados. The National Union of Public Workers has been successful in ensuring that customs officers were not integrated into the Barbados Revenue Authority in a manner that would be detrimental to them. The union knows that there is a need for reform in the Customs Department. However, the union remains unconvinced that the housing of the Customs Department under the Barbados Revenue Authority is the most seamless arrangement. The union has always been and continues to be open for discussions and negotiations about how best to streamline and improve our various public service functions. We will never be open to the outright bullying tactics and disrespect for the process of consensus building and partnerships. Until the customs officers of Barbados can be guaranteed tenure and the various issues and other concerns are ironed out, the union will stand hand in hand with its primary stakeholders, the worker, in articulating and agitating for answers to their concerns.
In other news at this hour, Barbadians can now travel to China visa-free. This morning, Foreign Affairs Minister Maxine McLean and the Chinese ambassador to Barbados, Wang Qi, inked a visa waiver agreement. The deal follows the signing of a reciprocal agreement 3 years ago, which removed visa requirements for the holders of diplomatic, official, and service passports. Minister McLean is expecting the agreement to redound to the significant benefits for both countries.
The government of Barbados anticipates that this agreement will make Barbados a more attractive destination for some of the over 70 million Chinese tourists who are increasingly traveling beyond their country and region. And I'm very happy that our ambassador was able to share with us some critical statistics, and I'm sure that our officials from the Ministry of Tourism and the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. would have taken note of that very important information. This would of course assist in government's effort to diversify our tourism market and contribute to strengthening the vital tourism sector and by extension the Barbadian economy. It will of course also make it easier for Barbadians who are known to enjoy visiting other countries to travel to China for business as well as for pleasure. This will serve to expand the opportunities for cooperation and friendships beyond the official contacts.
Some sad news now. A minibus driver is nursing a gunshot wound following a shooting incident last night. 46-year-old Joel Griffith of Crane, St. Philip, is reportedly in stable condition after suffering an injury to his lower back. Police say Griffith was parking his vehicle when he was approached by a suspected robber. Investigations are continuing, and police have asked anyone with information on this incident to contact the District C Police Station at 416-8200, the Oistins Police Station at 418-2609, Police Emergency at 211, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. That's 1-800-8477.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Read all about it, read all about it. Get your paper. Only $2.25. Let's get your paper.
You again with that stale news from yesterday. I got the Barbados today on my phone and I just get my news for free. What do she?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional developments now, about 300 Caribbean religious leaders have penned a letter to the United States President Donald Trump asking Washington to stop pressuring the region to fall in line with lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender and intersex rights. The letter raises concern that the U.S. State Department and other U.S. government agencies involved in foreign policy have been trying to coerce the region into accepting a mistaken version of marriage. The ministers of the Bahamas, St. Martin, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana insist they're not arguing their case on the grounds of religion, race, or sexual orientation, but just as human beings with rights. On the international scene, a landmark court hearing is underway in Taiwan today. A panel of 14 judges is hearing arguments in a case that could make the country the first place in Asia to introduce gay marriage. At the center of the case, brought by a gay activist, as well as municipal authorities from the capital Taipei, is a line in the civil code which states that marriage between a man and a woman is unconstitutional. Taiwan's parliament has also been debating whether to pass laws that would allow same-sex marriages. The movement has split society and prompted a conservative backlash, with vocal protests taking place in recent months. Well, that's news and sports at this hour, but for the very latest, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, or you can like us on Facebook. And of course, if you're moving around Barbados Today this afternoon, you can check us out in Izumi Media in bus terminals, or a screenplay in a supermarket or a gas station near you. We're also on Channel 99, that's Flow TV, or Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Kamar Jordan. Have a fabulous afternoon. Be safe out there. And be sure to stay locked to www.barbadostoday.bb.